Welcome back to Nurturing Moms. We've learned about how to express breast milk from your breast using a manual pump. We've learned how to express by hand. In this video, I want to talk about a few tips that will help you increase your breast milk supply. So you're feeling a bit soft, you don't feel like you're full of milk like you used to. What can you do to help increase your breast milk? My name is Shira and welcome to Nurturing Moms. So one of the things that you have to do is eat. You've got to eat, ladies. 3 meals a day, up to 3 to 4 snacks in a day. You got to eat, because you need the energy for one, and you need to replenish back what the baby is taking off of you. Don't worry about your weight. Just eat. Don't worry about your weight. 3 months later, your weight will probably be much more reduced, because breastfeeding helps to decrease your birth weight, or the weight that you had put on when you were pregnant. Another thing you need to do, ladies, is you've got to rest. You've got to remember to sleep. You need to remember to take a nap. I know it's so hard right now, especially in the newborn phase. The first 3 months, you are exhausted. You are besides yourself. You don't know whether you're coming, going, or gone. But you have to purpose and to remind yourself, oh my gosh, I need to take a nap. Why? I've said this before and I'll remind you again. Breast milk production starts from the mind. If your mind is not settled, if you're stressed, you're doubting what you're doing, it affects the amount of milk you're going to produce. And that is a fact, ladies. So if you're not rested, if you're tired, then you will notice your milk production will be lower. For example, you are fine, you're having enough milk, but one day you wake up in the morning or you're going throughout your day and you feel, why is it today I'm usually able to express 100 mils on both breasts and today I'm not being able to do that? Think about your mind. Am I upset about something? Am I stressed about something? Am I just tired and had a really rough night with baby and I can't seem to be settled in my mind? Your mind affects how much you produce. So one thing to do is be confident by what you're doing and take a break and rest, okay? Another thing, it can help to take a shower. That warm shower, you get into the shower and it's just, that nice warm feeling that you feel nice and relaxed. It really helps to bring down your milk. Actually, there are times I'd get into the shower and you'd actually start squirting. Your milk is leaking out of your breast because you're so relaxed. Every part of your body is relaxed. And by relaxing, it helps to reduce, to bring down your milk. So you can take a shower if you know you're about to express and your milk is not too sure, you're not feeling full. Take a shower, then get your breast pump out or start using your hand to express milk and you will get a lot of milk. Another thing you need to do is to feed your baby more, okay? So the more you feed, the more the body knows, okay, we need to increase our supply. And that's why we express, because by expressing, you're tricking the body that actually the baby needs much more milk. So you trick it by expressing. You're feeding your baby directly on the breast, and then again, you're expressing. And the best time to express is early in the morning when you're nice and rested and calm. So first thing in the morning or mid-morning, you get the most milk out of your breast by then, and that's a fact. And also express after baby has been on your breast. So as soon as baby has fed and you're sure they've had enough, once they've fallen asleep, try and express milk out of your breast. One thing you must also know, that's a tip to increase your breast milk, is make sure that you're emptying both breasts, okay? So you're feeding on this side, you fed baby and they've emptied it. Then you leave this other side full and engorged, okay? If you don't release that milk out of the breast, the body will start to think that, okay, we need to decrease our supply. Why? Because baby is not taking everything that we have produced. So it starts to decrease and it starts to decrease. So don't leave your breasts full of milk. If your breasts are full of milk, then your body is not going to produce milk. If your breasts are emptier, the emptier they are, the more milk you produce. So make sure you're emptying your breast. If your baby is not taking everything out, express it out. Okay, ladies? One of the things is to make sure that the latch is good. If you do not have a good latch, this is what happens. Baby munches on this part. So they're using the nipple as a straw, trying to pull the milk from there. They will not be able to effectively send a message to the brain and say, hey, there's a baby on the breast, because you need 3 things. You need a baby, you need a breast, and you need your brain. So if the baby is not sending the message from the breast to the brain to tell the brain there's a baby on the breast, then there's no milk that will be produced. Okay? So baby will use the straw, the nipple, as a straw and only get what was there. Then after that, there's no milk being produced because there's no message that's being sent to the brain to say there's a baby on the breast. So make sure your latch is effective, okay? So what I want you to do is, this is not the answer. This lanolin, you told lanolin. Once you have lanolin, it's the answer to your breastfeeding problems. You'll have no pain, you have nothing. Yes, it does help with healing, but lanolin is not the answer, ladies. Make sure you have the right latch. And to get the right latch, if you do not know, because breastfeeding is a learned skill, get a lactation specialist who will help you look at the latch and help you know whether your baby's latch is effective or not. For one, if you're having constant and repeated nipple and breast pain, you probably don't have the right latch. Your baby's not latching on your breast effectively, so make sure they're right on the areola. Most of this part is in their mouth. Where if most of the areola is in the baby's mouth, then they're able to send that message from here to send prolactin to the brain and say, hey, there's a baby on the breast. Okay, ladies? Make sure you have an effective latch, and that by that way, you will be able to release the milk out of your breast into the baby, and your breast milk supply will continue and continue. The more you breastfeed, the more milk you'll have. So there you have it. I've shared some tips with you of how best to increase your breast milk supply. All right, ladies, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe to Nurturing Moms. Share this video with other moms who are breastfeeding or about to breastfeed and need to learn how to increase your breast milk naturally without eating this, eating that, or doing this, or taking which pills. Please, these are natural, cheap methods on how best to increase your breast milk supply. I'm a lactation specialist and I love breastfeeding. I love the journey of breastfeeding and I love supporting moms in their breastfeeding journey. So if you're having any challenges, it is fine. Please contact me, write to me, text me, and email me, and I'll be happy to support you through your breastfeeding journey. My name is Shiro Shera, and you've been watching Nurturing Moms.